Hello, all. I'm Tara. I'm a spiritual coach and teacher, and welcome to another edition of Chaos and How to Be Resilient. Okay, so we always start these with giving you that reminder that this year, numerology and astrology wise really predicted some upheaval, change, endings. Numerology is a 9-year. That's always about endings, always about the end of a cycle, self-reflection. Things that started are going to be different by the end. And for me, knowing that while we're dealing with this chaos helps me. And hopefully it helps you, because we've lived through rough times before. Our ancestors have lived through rough times before, and it's hard and it's kind of sucky. And we get through it. We get through it one day at a time, one step at a time, one chaotic moment to the next. And we are in a lot of chaotic moments. And we probably will be for a good chunk of the year. And that's okay. The card for this series is the cherry tree. Death, rebirth, and hope. Those are the 3 words to keep reminding yourself of. In order to get to the rebirth phase, we have to be in the death phase, the crumbling phase, the things that aren't going to work right. They're falling away. They're disintegrating. They're being brought to the surface to see how inept they are. And through it all is hope. Hope for what is going on in your personal life, your community, your collective, or our collective, I should say. Because this isn't just happening to the US. This stuff that is going on astrology-wise, numerology, the card, this is worldwide. Everyone is feeling movements of chaos, movements of complete disasters. And it's how do we get through it with resilience? That's how it's going to be easier to get through it, is when we're building our own resilience. And one of the ways that we can do that is checking in with ourselves daily. On my dailies, the daily doses of comfort, I say, where are you on your scale of fear to love? But you might be on your scale of 0 fear, 10 terrified. It's wherever you are on different scales. But what you're doing is, A, you're training yourself to check in with yourself and see where you are. B, you're getting kind of a baseline of where you are. And C, it really does then help when there's those up and downs, that you can go, oh, okay, I'm feeling down today. I'm going to give myself some extra support. It really does help. The other thing that really does help is taking 3 deep breaths. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath in and slowly release. Drop your shoulders. Take a deep breath in and slowly release. Take a final deep breath in and slowly release. Today we get to talk about divine timing. And as humans, I will totally say I am with you on this one too. Divine timing can be frustrating as all get out. You're like, I want this now. I want this done now. I want to move on. And divine timing doesn't always work like that. It really is the divine. What they're saying, yep, we're bringing this in, because time doesn't exist the same way it does on our plane here. That said, there is some things that you can kind of play with divine timing, which we all do this unconsciously. This is just choosing to be a little more conscious of playing with some divine timing. Have you ever been at work and you look at the clock and then you do your email, you do something else, and you look back at the clock and it's like 2 minutes have passed and you're like, really? That's it? Only 2 minutes? And you're like, oh, okay. And then you kind of go back and you kind of keep going. That's kind of a divine timing. Not that you're necessarily happy about, but you kind of jumped into a weird kind of timeline or a time shift a little bit to have that flow where you got a lot done, but on the human clock, there wasn't that much time that passed. But now I want you to think about something that you really enjoyed, really were immersive, and you look at the clock and it's like, oh, okay, that's great. I gotta, well, let's say it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon and you're really enjoying it. You're really having fun. And the next time you look at the clock, you're like, it's 6 o'clock already? Where did the time go? You were in a divine time zone. Like, you just really enjoyed being in the present. That's all divine time. Both of those examples. So those you can always kind of ask for. If you're trying to get something done before a meeting, ask for divine time. One of the best ways to start to play with divine time is when you are driving. If you want to get somewhere quickly, ask for divine time and green lights. And every time you hit a green light, say thank you. Or you're coming up to the intersection and it changes green right away. Now, what happens if you don't want to be somewhere? You wouldn't mind being late. Ask for the reverse. Ask for divine time and then ask for red lights or traffic or construction. And when you hit those, say thank you. And when you get to your destination, you can be like, traffic is really bad, traffic is really heavy, there was construction, whatever it was. Leave it kind of open-ended for both of those. Because maybe, so say like I want divine time to have a really, really easy, quick journey, or I want divine time to really slow me down. Because the universe will give you things. Maybe it's not green lights for you. Maybe you get on the freeway and you just go because there's nobody on the freeway. So it's a great thing to do for green lights and red lights, because especially if you're in the city, that really is kind of an easy way to do it. But also broaden it a little bit too. Let the universe play with you a little bit. The more you can kind of get in and out of the flow of divine time, the bigger stuff, the stuff that we're like, where is it? Where is it now? Why isn't this ending now? What are we doing wrong? The more you play with divine time, you can kind of see how it is starting to kind of work and how, in some ways, their time frame is the correct time. not our man-made time. And yes, 100% agree. It is frustrating. The human part of me is like, really? We can't get through this yet? Or really, we have to go through this so fast? Whatever it is. Even in my own personal life, I'm like, come on. Like, I've been doing the work. I've been doing the frequency stuff. Come on. Where is my reward for doing it? Can be super frustrating. Play in divine time. It helps move through the chaos. It helps build a connection to yourself, to your spirit, to the divine. However you look at the divine. Oops, something by my eye. Yeah, kind of what you're seeing. Okay, that is the topic for today. Let me know in the comments below. Let us as a community know where you've experienced divine time, either unconsciously or where you have created it. We would love to know. And if you like these videos, please make sure you like and subscribe to them. That really does help me know what you guys like. And it also helps the algorithm for YouTube. If you want to take classes from me, I've got class descriptions in the I have classes in the description below or on the side wherever you're watching it. I also do private sessions to help you focus on what your spiritual focus should be for 12 months. And I have a vibrant community for you. So, and lots of playlists on here. So please explore, see what works for you, what's right for you. We didn't do 3 deep breaths, so let's do 3 deep breaths, and then we're going to end with our self-hug. So go ahead and take a deep breath in, and slowly exhale. Take another deep breath in, and slowly exhale. Take a final deep breath in, and slowly exhale. Give yourself a self-hug. You are worthy. You have a private side and a public side, and both sides really could use some extra love and support from you today. That's all I've got. I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.